Super Mayhem.
Hello friends, it's Tim here again from Super Mayhem. Ow! And boy howdy, do we have some fun in store for you today. As per popular demand, it seems like you guys wanted to see some Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island stuff. So who am I to deny the people what they want? The fact that it is also one of my favourite games of all time is purely coincidental, I swear. So what are we gonna do with it? Well, the title of the video probably gave you a hint. We are going to Game Genie this baby into oblivion, with all the cheats I can find. This is actually the first Super Nintendo game to be featured in our Game Genie Hijinx series, so that's pretty cool on its own and also explains why this video is so late to be released. Anyway, if you love Yoshi and hate Baby Mario crying, then be sure to smack a big fat like on this video, share it with your friends, and of course subscribe and ring the bell if you are new to the channel, and just if you love video games. With all that said, let's see what we can break. So before we get into the actual Game Genie codes, there are a few awesomely fun glitch/hack things you can do without any peripheral mayhem that you just have to try. I know we have all wanted to do this at some point whilst playing Yoshi's Island, and that is to actually eat Baby Mario. Sure, it might border on some weird cannibalism, but since you're playing as a Yoshi, I think it's okay. On level 5-5, Goonie Rides, make sure you have a plus 10 or plus 20 star item on board, and head to the area where you can turn into a helicopter and prepare for some good timing. Let a Goonie hit you so Mario flies up into a bubble, and wait until the timer for Mario hits 0. As the timer hits 0, jump, then lick Mario to retrieve him, and in the same jump hit the helicopter bubble. The toadies will come back for Mario even though you are in a helicopter mode, so the moment they pick him back up, you just have to hit start and use one of your star items to increase the Baby Mario timer. If you do this right, Baby Mario will be floating around whilst you are flying around. From here you can make contact with him, which will send him into a mini bubble. And when your helicopter power-up ends, you will even be able to eat the little bugger, and even turn him into an egg. Now you can run around baby-free. If this isn't some cosmic justice for all those damn annoying tears, then I don't know what is. Another fun thing to try is, if you carefully approach the boss Naval Piranha of level 3, you can actually fire an egg to take him out before the battle even begins. If you manage to get him, Kamek even flies in and expresses his surprise before jetting off. Interestingly, in the German version of Yoshi's Island, this boss is actually called Audrey, in reference to the Little Shop of Horrors. So those things are pretty cool and all, but now onto the actual Game Genieing, I guess. I think as always it's best to start off with the official Game Genie Galoob codes, as some of them are not only cool, but they can also be extremely helpful. Such as the code C2EE-649F, which will give you infinite lives. A pretty handy cheat if you're doing some extreme mode of the game where you can't collect red coins or something. There are a few other live related codes that can help. These range from D9B7-0023 to start the game with 5 lives, all the way to the code 17B7-0023, which starts you off with 99 lives. There isn't much else to say about these other than they are helpful. Similar to these, you can enter the code DC36010D, so when you continue, you start the game with 5 lives, all the way to the code 1736010D, which lets you continue the game with 99 lives. In my opinion, these codes are a little bit redundant, but they do exist, so it's worth mentioning. If you enjoy the sound of Baby Mario crying, and you don't want your star timer to go down when you get hit, then the stock standard code C23F-ADDD will let you do just that. Naturally, this is super helpful as it's just about impossible to die in the game, but you do have to put up with that crying baby, so it's not the best trade-off. For those of you that don't know, with emulation you can actually download a completed version of Yoshi's Island and load it into your game. However, if you don't want to do this, or if you are using hardware, then the Game Genie codes CB69-0060 plus 3069-00AD will be super helpful for you, as it will have all the levels in the game completed with 100%. This is like the ultimate cheat really, as you can freely play any level you want at any time you want. A similar but less complete cheat list is CB8A-64D5 plus 108A-6405 plus 3C8A-6465. When you are using this combination of codes, It'll make any level you pass to be complete with 100 points, even if you didn't collect everything. So take that, hidden red coins or missing flowers, now you're playing with power. Having said that, the code C2C8-A465 will actually always show you red coins and even any hidden items after you've used the magnifying glass, making that 100% completion quite a bit easier to obtain, even if you want to take your time with the level, and assuming you don't have infinite magnifying glasses. Something that will combat this, or if you're like me and are a bit stingy with your item use, then try the code 1D26-AFA1. With this bad boy in play, any power-ups you use don't actually disappear, giving you infinite items as long as you have them collected. This is a super handy Game Genie code for sure, as you can just keep pumping up your stars every time you get hit. The last few default codes focus on the red exclamation marks and how long they stay active. With cheats like D98A-AF7B, the red button press will stay active for over twice as long as usual. This can be extremely useful in some situations where hidden arrows are exposed for you to duck down into, or if you just need to run on activator blocks. Other than that, this isn't that helpful, but it can add some variation to the game. And that about wraps up the official Game Genie Galoob codes. Some are awesome, some are just a bit helpful, but one thing's for sure, they do exist, and are game altering. So let's take a look at some non-standard cheat codes now, shall we? I know I have a habit of not saving the best till last, but let's start with what is possibly the best ever Game Genie code for Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island. The code 44AO-672B will disable Baby Mario from crying. Praise be to the hacking gods for coming up with this gem. I think we have all wanted to mute those whales at one point or another during the gameplay. However, the alert noise still does play, but it's better than nothing, right? Do you want to take your eggs to the next level and create a brand new weapon? Why not try the Game Genie code EE82-DDOE. When this is in place, stand still on a level surface and throw an egg directly upwards. This rogue egg will now float in place and actually kill any enemy that comes into contact with it. This is pretty sweet, Yoshi just got a new weapon! It's also easier to make different coloured eggs this way, if you want to cheat a little bit further. Have fun messing around with this one anyway. There is another interesting Game Genie code for Yoshi's Island, and that is DD32-6DAD, which will supposedly make your star timer always go up. Unfortunately, it seems a bit buggy, as first try my stars increased by just 1, and then the next time the star timer itself was just always on the screen, and didn't even go back to 10 when I was hit. This is one you might have to try yourself and see how it acts for you. If you still want to play around with the stars, then the cheat code B93D-AFOD may be of interest to you. With this bad boy in play, the star timer doesn't even decrease when you get hit. This is obviously super handy and basically makes you invincible, at least to some degree if you're not around spikes or lava. Further to the official Game Genie Lives codes, there are some fan-discovered ones like EEB7-0023, which will start you off the game with 255 lives. There is also the complimentary code that is EE36-010D, which just lets you continue with 255 lives. Like the original codes, there isn't a lot more to say about these, other than they are super helpful and they do exist. A more useful life code is C2EE-64BF, which not only gives you infinite lives, but it even starts you at the middle ring once you die. That's right, you don't even need to get halfway through the level to get halfway through the level, if that makes sense. I thought I'd save one of the wackiest codes until the last one we will cover. So with that said, enter into your Game Genie the cheat EEA8-6DD5. This code is simply known as Strange Backgrounds, which is a fitting name given it does just that. When you are in a level, just pause and then unpause the game. Now the backgrounds will turn black and everything on top of them will just be kind of transparent. It's a pretty awesome code aesthetically, and also probably one of the more game-breaking of the cheats that we took a look at in this video. Anyway, that's it for today my friends. I really hope you've enjoyed hacking Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island with me. As I said, it's one of my favourite games, and so I would appreciate it if you could whack a big fat thumbs up on this, subscribe if you are new, leave a comment below, and of course share it with your other Mario or video game loving friends. And that's it from me, I'll catch you soon.